Hi everyone, it's Kay here. I thought today that I would just bring you along for the ride while I make some journaling cards for my Antique Bazaar journal that I made, that I showed you the cover of. And I bought these from Aldi. There's a pack of, I don't know, can't remember right, but I've used that kind of thing before, and they make a really good size and you don't have to worry about doing anything else because on the back is plain. So I've got some offcuts here from what I used in my journal. I don't know if I've shown you already what I've done, probably not. So I've covered that and used the round circles like this. I've actually already clipped a bit of a colouring in page to that, so that lifts up and that lifts up. I've added that to what was already there because already there it already opens up like that. And I've made a pocket to go in there, so that flips up, and I've created a closure here because that opens up like that. A bit sticky, that's stuck. And there's that, and there's a pocket at the top there. Most of it's not been in, but I will need to put pockets and things like that, and I've made this that was already a pocket created in this album already, so we're just going to use what's this left over from something. Waste not, whatnot. And that's all I've done so far. So I'm just going to make some journaling cards to go in those pockets. So how I'm going to do that, so I'm just going to put that out of the way. It's just going to do some collaging on these on the side and just leave that side blank. Use from some vintage photo to go around the edges. So I'm going to cut a little bit of this up. This is that side of the red with the drawers on it. I quite like the drawers on it. I didn't end up using them, but can't use everything. That might be enough actually. We'll see. Alright. So I'm just going to put those to one side for the moment. So I was on that, oh, that's right, I was going to use that side, wasn't I? And I'll trim it up later for to make sure it's the same as the edge. This is probably an expensive way to do this, but sometimes I find that the glue, when it's a bit warm today, dries up too quickly. So filming this on Easter Sunday. I'm going out with my mum and my sister a bit later on because it's my mum's wedding anniversary, the first one without my dad. So my sister and I are going to have some lunch with her. So well, I just think it's important that we spend some time with her today. My sister usually sees her once a week, and on the weekend, and I go round to my mum's during the week if I can, if I'm well enough. And we took my mum up to my youngest daughter's place for her to give her great-grandsons some eggs and some money on Good Friday a couple of days ago. So we went up to their place, which is about half an hour in the country, and that was nice to have spent a bit of time sat outside on the table outside in the shade and underneath their veranda, I should say, and pergola. There's a pergola. Well, I think some people call it pergola. I call it pergola where I come from. So we did that on Good Friday. And that was spent about an hour there, and then we came home. Dropped my mum off because we have to go a bit, you know, to go one way to get my mum and then back up the other way to go to my youngest daughter's place. So it takes, you know, it takes us about 25 minutes to get to my mum's place, and then another 30 odd minutes to get to my youngest daughter's place. So get used to sort of driving everywhere you want to go in Australia. Have I told you the story about when we lived at Woodner? Woodner is in the middle of the Eyre Peninsula in South Australia. About 650 kilometres from Adelaide. I can't tell you exactly what that is in miles. Sorry for my overseas subscribers. And it used to take most of the day to get from Woodner to Adelaide to see our parents and family. And then my oldest daughter was actually born in Woodner. But anyway, let's go back to how you learn to travel anywhere. When we played, my husband took up football after he hadn't played since he was a primary school boy, and I hadn't played netball since I was in primary school, since I was about 8. We thought we'd just join in the local sporting clubs. My husband played football and I played netball, and because we went there as part of our teaching commitments, and we lived there for 3 years, and back in those days the education department would give you a house. I don't know if not give you a house, but you had to rent the house from them, but they would provide housing for you. So we played netball, but anyway, so some of our teams that we played against were literally miles away. We would travel. One town we used to go to, about the coast, because Woodner's in the middle of the Eyre Peninsula. This town was sort of on the coast. An hour and a half on the dirt to get there. An hour and a half on the dirt to get back. What I mean by dirt is a gravel road. No bitumen, just gravel. Because it costs a lot of money to bitumenise all those big roads that go all over the place. Anyway, we drive an hour and a half to go to play netball, an hour and a half to play football for my husband, and then an hour and a half home. So if you wanted to go anywhere, you just got in the car and you drove. That's what you did. You just had to do that. So I want to have that to be more even than it is. I've just realised I don't have anything else to break that up with. There's some scraps here. Do you want to do the green side or that side? I quite like that side. Let's cut that in half. That way. So that was always an adventure. We went to, when we were expecting our oldest daughter, I was pregnant, wouldn't I? We had to drive to Whyalla or Port Lincoln to get our ultrasound scan, and that's a 3-hour drive. So the first time we thought we'd go the back way because we thought that was quicker, but we didn't realise how isolated it was. We were travelling on this gravel road for ages and we couldn't see any houses or there was hardly any cars. So we thought, oh, next time we had to go do that, we decided we wouldn't go that way, because if we'd have broken down, how would you get, because that was in the days before mobile phones, so if you broke down you'd be in a bit of spot bother, and with me being pregnant and stuff, so we thought the next time around we would just travel on the highway. So across about 400 k's on the highway to do that. And so like I said, you just got in the car. If you wanted to go somewhere, you just had to get in the car and drive. So you just got used to travelling distances and going places. Certainly an eye-opener living in a place like that. In terms of, like, you know, accepting the fact that if you want to do anything, you just get in the car and drive. So I'm going to have to use some washi tape, I think, to cover up some of these places, these gaps. So I've seen people do a better collagen than this. A bit haphazard, isn't it, really? But we loved living in Woodner because it gave us a different, social life was pretty good, and people were really nice, and the locals always welcomed you with open arms and welcomed you into the community. And we went out to the water ranges a few times. It was just a different kind of lifestyle altogether. But when I finally had my eldest daughter, I was a bit lonely, but it was really nice because I did actually go to the local playgroup, and they were nice. You know, didn't go to crawl. I think sometimes those things are not just for the kids; they're for the mums, because it can be pretty isolating when you're a new mum. I don't even know if there's anything like that in the suburb where I live now. Playgroup. It's important, I think, really important. So I'm going to trim that off. I might not do the second one with you. That could be a bit tedious for you to watch. But when saying that, I've got some scraps now that I can use to cover over my spots that I haven't got anything on, which is a bonus. This one here, I reckon, can go there. And there's one just there that needs something. This one's all crooked, bothering me. I like my things to be straight. I think it's the card maker coming out of me there. Not stuck down very well, is it really? What else? One there maybe. Because sometimes the washi tape is not enough. Some things because washi tape is a bit transparent, so you can sometimes see what's underneath, and I don't really want the underneath to be seen at all because it's a bit the wrong colours and everything. Just this tiny little bit. I'm going to have to look at my washi tapes, I think. Just put them over there for my second one. Washi tape. Do you know why? I don't know why I'm bothering, because I'm actually going to cover one side. I might do that same. I might not do it all because I want to cover that up with, make a little pocket. But I might do a side one for this side. So probably didn't really need to cover that over all of it. Just leave the washi tape for now because I don't need another covered over that spot. I'm just going to use this side, you reckon? Which is the same as what's in the journal, this side, which I quite like as well. It's hard if I use that though, because like the pattern sort of goes there. So I still would like to use that as a bottom one. So what can I use for the top? Use this strip I've got here. That's not wide enough. Got all these strips left over from when I did the pages. Could use that, couldn't I? Just do a bit of that. Use my ruler, I think, for my pencil, sorry. Pencil for, don't want too big. And there. Get my trimmer out. This trimmer is from Couture Creations. You can buy it online from variety shops. I just had a look at various prices and then how much they were going to charge for delivery. So then I chose one shop, and I'm sorry I can't remember which one it was. It might have been, I can't remember what it was called, sorry. And because somebody recommended it to me, because I've got a guillotine, but it's a bit heavy. This one is light as a feather, and the Tim Holtz ones just don't fit 12 by 12s, and I do use a lot of 12 by 12s. So it's easy to use. Couture Creations is an Australian company. So if you're an Australian person, you're interested in buying, and I'm so glad I bought that, because I used to have trimmers that used blades, and you're forever replacing the blades. I love this trimmer, I really do. Best thing I ever made, I bought. I've got this one here from Uniquely Created, the little one, which is really good too. Then I've got the big one for cutting lots of things at once, which I bought from Officeworks a long time ago, because I buy a card and I cut my own card bases, so I needed to have a bigger trimmer, bigger guillotine I should say, because using a trimmer all the time is blunting my blades. And you can do, like I said, more than one page at a time, which is the best thing. So it's going to be there. I didn't do a very good job of the top there, did I? There's a big gap. There's a big gap there. Anyway, let's just ink that up. I think I put all my laces away. Oh, they're on the bed behind me. That's where they are. I think it needs something else. So it's got along here. I haven't cut that off. That's why I haven't done. Just a minute, just going to grab some lace. Okay. I got a few of these containers full of lace, so it took me a couple of days to recard. I need something to go down there, so I need something that's a bit smaller. This one here. This one. On the edge there. I do like to sort of tend to cut my lace, because I don't like this chunky bit. Let's cut it and see. Let's put that to one side. Get the sticky tape off. What do you do if you use lace? Do you leave this bit on? I'd love to know. Do tell me. And if you do leave it on, do you cover it up with another bit of lace? What do? Do you hide it in a way? Let me know. I watch people use lace, but I don't seem to sort of see whether they actually cut it off or not. Yes, a bit, you might not be able to see, but I can. I think that's fine the way it is. We'll cut that bit there. Whoop, that wasn't very straight. Cut it there. Do you sometimes feel that you enter people's lives at the right time? For them or for you? I just feel sometimes that happens. I've met a person lately who's bit lonely, and we've been chatting a bit, and yes, it's hard when you don't have family to sort of, or you're estranged from your family for one reason or another. So we were talking about retirement villages. My husband and I keep talking about that as well all the time. We don't. I'm not too sure if we're quite ready yet, though. Okay, so that's going to be a space to put another something there. That's probably should have put some washi tape across the top because it's still got this space which is bothering me. That's pink more than anything else. That's green. That's a bit white. This is not just all my washi tape, this is just the top container. I might just use this pinky one because it's sort of like a bit of pink there. I bought a bit of washi tapes off somebody who was selling it online on Facebook Marketplace, and that's where a lot of mine came from. I'll put that down there and then stick that back down here. Oops. So what am I going to put in that spot there? Either another journaling card. I'm going to have to look in my stash to see if I've got anything that can go in there, or whether I have to make something. I quite often end up making things because sometimes when I make things in advance it doesn't always go necessarily with the... Oh, it's the wrong size. It doesn't go with what I'm making, sorry, the journal I'm making. What's the wrong size? Too small usually. Because I'd like to use this one, but I don't know if it's going to be big enough. Let's have a look. Some people look for a beautiful place. Others make a place beautiful. Oh, that goes fine. I could do that. Oh, I could just use one of my own tags. I've got rid of a whole heap of tags lately, so I don't know what I've got left. Wrong colours. I probably don't have anything really that'll go. I might have to make some that goes. But I don't know what it is. I'm not keen on using tags in these sort of spots, but this one doesn't really fit. I'll have to look at my that goes, but I'll have to decorate that one. That's a freebie from Kaisercraft. You do. This one's nice. But I don't know if it goes with my theme. And again, it's sort of not as much better. That's too big. I might have to look at my journaling cards, but not because my journaling cards are not in a nice neat container like that one. So, but I could use this one. I'll just trim that up and just decorate it a bit. Does fit. It's not overly bulky. Yeah. Just put some lace across there just to sort of make it look a bit nicer. Same lace as I used on there, just to sort of match it up a bit. Just underneath the writing like that. We could do that. Alright. And we could use some of the clocks and things like that to decorate with as well. take up all your time, so just have a quick look to see what you think. Kaisercraft used to make some great collections. Somebody said that one of their designers left, and that's what happened with that's why they don't make them like the way they used to. Because like I said, I used to love all the old ones, but not really overly keen on the new ones. Yeah, I'm going to use those and maybe a bit of flowers. Do another one down here, same as one. Down there. I made one of my handmade flowers. I just ink it up a bit. I take that off. I do this all the time. I make them up and then I take them apart because they're a bit too big maybe, and I keep thinking I need to make smaller ones, and I forget next time I do them. Hopeless. Not hopeless, just I don't know. Just keep making the big ones. Just try to pull that apart without wrecking the bit underneath. I've lost the petals off here, so I'll have to stick them back on. But yes, I'll use that, and I've lost these two petals that come off, so I'll have to stick them back on. One there, one there. Yeah, I think that looks really good. So that's where I'm going to leave you today, and there's another bit of petal there. That one goes there, I think. That's it. Perfect. Thank you for joining me today, and I'll catch you. Hope to see you in the next video, and whether I'll keep showing you the ephemera I'm making for my journal or not, I don't know, because sometimes people don't seem to be interested in that kind of thing. So anyway, thank you very much for being here again. Take care. Safe driving over Easter. I'm going to see you soon. Bye-bye.